Hello to everyone. I am Professor Raja, working as Assistant Professor EC Department, SNS College of Technology, an autonomous institution, Coimbatore. In this YouTube video, we are going to discuss the 19 ECO 301 Consumer Electronics subject under Unit 3, Electronic Music Synthesizers, for the topic Theatre Sound Reproduction System. This is the continuation video of my previous video under the topic Theatre Sound Reproduction System. So the theatre sound reproduction system is the reproduction system where in theatre how a normal digital sound is reproduced by means of woofers or tweeters. So in general, woofers are used for low frequency sound and tweeters are used for high frequency sound. So normally the woofers and tweeters may be installed on either side of the screen to enhance the volume of dramatic sound passages. These auxiliary speakers are switched into or out of the circuitry by means of control track. This control track consists of variations in exposure of a small film areas between adjacent sprocket holes. An electronic switch is hereby energizing the control the accelerator speakers. So in general, theaters horn speaker type speakers are generally used in theater sound system. Horn speaker means they can produce both loudspeaker and low frequency and horn frequency voice in a good manner. A horn speaker provides increased operating efficiency and ample space is available for installation behind the screen. Multicellular horn tweeters are commonly employed with a pair of logarithmic horn woofers. The woofers are much larger than those in high fidelity systems. A uniform frequency response is provided from approximately 70 to 7000 Hz. A similar woofer tweeter auxiliary speakers may be installed on either side of the screen. It is the general consensus that theatre sound is most realistic when its origin closer to the screen. So the right hand side picture will shows the normally operated theatre screen. The white color screen will have the purposes of projecting the video signal, and the bottom of left hand side right hand side will shows the speaker module. So when a video with a nearby audio speakers are there means we can enjoy a live theatrical sound. So there are several screens on the market with built-in speakers, and stereo and mono sounds are available. That is, as shown in the previous slide, a screen with a stereo or mono sound. You know about stereo means both the left hand side, right hand side, the speakers are installed with the amplifier module, or a mono sound means only one speaker is there with the mono sound production. Naturally, the speakers are not very far apart. The actual stereo effect is somewhat limited through sound quality can be extremely acceptable. Even though the speakers will have a two sound reproduction system, but whenever you want to realistic the more audio sound means you can go to the theater and enjoy the sounds with the more number of speakers with the high fidelity module. In general, most of the theaters are consist of 5 number of amplifiers for sound reproduction system. That is, one amplifier is mostly useful for the backstage of woofer and tweeter voices. So if you sit in the cinema theater, if you see the screen, the backside of the screen we have two woofers with two tweeters. These are controllable by a stereophonic sound. So apart from backside of the screen, there are so many are placed either above your head, left hand side of your head, right hand side of your head, and back side of the head. This will show the 3D mosaic picture sounds. Nowadays in cinema theaters, they are using Dolby Atmos sound that can be produce a 360-degree view of sounds. So whatever the speakers depend upon the sound recording, either they have the capability to reproduce a stereophonic sound or a low frequency bass sound or a high frequency female voice sound. All these sounds are placed at the proper place with the use of a control circuitry track. This control circuitry track consists of variations in exposure of a small film areas between an adjacent sprocket holes. This electronic switch is hereby energized the controller to the auxiliary speakers. So nowadays, most of the companies like JPL, Sony, or Sennheiser, or some form of some of Sony speakers that are produced a inbuilt woofers with tweeter sounds. So this JPL, Sony are exposed with a very high bass and producing a punching crystal clear sound to the theatrical sound. The cinema theatre seats like cushion seat and side we have produced the wooden sound reflection media that also produce the room with a high energized medium. So based on this cushion seat and wooden floored top side and bottom side, the sound energies that are produced by the speaker, which will create a more naturally sound to the cinema theater. So in this YouTube video we are discussed the theater sound reproduction system. Next video we are going to see the envelope detectors.